Okay guys, and welcome back to another episode of Non-League to Premier League here with Bath City. You can see as we left last episode up in second in the Enterprise South with an absolutely great run of form at the moment. Wins over the likes of Chippenham and Torquay, who were up and around the playoff spot, so they're great wins to get there. A bit of an annoying poor draw there against Ebbsfleet, but we get back on track with a 1-0 win against Maidenhead. I was looking at my squad and we are in some serious issues here. You see we have our starting 11, we have our bench, we look at our reserves. It's Wilson who's loaned out, 3 injured players, 1 being Jenkins Davies out for up to the next 4 weeks, Windsor out for 3 to 5 weeks, and as I keep saying, Sacksmith out for pretty much the rest of the season. So my only real reserve who can come into the team if we have another injury is a keeper in Horsau, who is a coach for us as well. He has been played up front by Bath City before off the bench in a desperate times of need. I'm hoping we don't fall to that. Going into this match, this looks like our lineup. Wiles Richards is going to come back into goal. I really think Binns has started to earn the number 1 spot, but I would like Wiles Richards still to get some game time. Batten, who's been absolutely solid at the back next to Parsal, with Rains, Tilson and Greenslade in front of them. A deadly trio that is to have in front of your defence for non-league. Russ, Sweeten and Beardmore in the midfield. Sweeten being pushed up to Cam. Beardmore being pushed up to Cam in the absence of Jenkins Davies, and Sweeten coming into the midfield with Ash and Fish up top. The only thing I debated was taking Fish off and playing either Alves or Keto up top. My only issue with that is Keto is my sub for if/when Greenslade needs to come off. Alves, I'm not sure will be as good as top for us as Fisher is. So we are going to go towards the game here. We would like to stick with this team selection. I keep saying it, but this run of games coming thick and fast with an injured Finn squad. Every point is vital here, and coming up against Dover, this could be a really big game. Every game at the moment feels absolutely massive. And here we go with the start of the first half. Us playing away in our nice red kit. And we start to the game as we have with most other games, trying to dominate the ball and build up chances. But is this already going to be a chance for Dover? No, Tilson does get a foot in all the way back to the Dover back line. Plays that across now, and there's quite a lot of space there for him to drive forward. They're playing it straight through us. Rains beaten easily by Matthews there. He's had a shot and that's saved. And Dover may look to reset here. Another long ball towards Matthews and it's cleared. And can Bath City do anything with the ball here? I did forget to mention in the last episode that Matthews, who we had on loan, his loan has finished and he has gone back to his home club. So that leaves us another man lighter. We physically could not have a thinner squad, it feels. Barely being able to fill the bench at the moment during these games. And this is Dover now with the ball, pushing towards the halfway line. Danny up against Coombs. Coombs plays that back to reset over the top ball again. They are looking to play over that defence. But luckily for us, Batten's quite good in the air. Rain's not so much there. And Dover off the top of the crossbar. I feel if we don't win this, a bad run of form's coming, especially barely being able to rotate the squad. I think tiredness will start to settle in and take over. And that's a poor foul there in the centre of the park by the Dover man, giving Bath an opportunity on the halfway line here. Pass out with the ball out wide to Rains, and Rains has a little bit of space. But he slows it down, but plays a great ball through to Ash. And I thought I was going to go in, but it ends up quite a good save there by the Dover keeper. Nothing really happened in this game, but Bath are dominating, which is expected normally. This is one thing I really, really value in my team. The opponent can't win if you have the ball, it feels like. And we're there with the Dover keeper. They won the initial header, but Rains steps in. Fish now to Rains over the top. Beardmore, has he broke the line? He slotted that in, and it's not offside, so that's a great goal to put Bath 1-0 up. an important goal that could be there. Oh, it was offside. I didn't see any notification come up on the screen, so I was led to believe we were leading there, but that is a promising sign. Beardmore breaking the line. Dover now doing well to keep Bath at 0-0 at the moment. A set piece, Rains whips it in, but it doesn't even get past the first man. But Ashbury sets back up to Rains to Danny boy. Danny there, poor. But Parcel will collect. He's hoofed it long. Dover win it back and they play it long. And that's a foul by Batten on the halfway line. Batten lucky to get away with just a warning there. Easily could have been shown a yellow card. We're having a good half, but there's something we need to do. We need better goal scorers. I say it every episode. Maybe I need to start tweaking the tactics. And we start here with the Dover keeper now. He's calming the game down a bit. Plays it out. They do win the initial header, and this might give them a chance to start a good attack here. Out wide to Coombs. Coombs taking on Greenslade now. He puts a ball in towards the back post. That's easily into the hands there for Wiles Richards. Batten now. Batten over the top. Ash won't win that flick on. So Boswell now to go down the line. Can Rains shut off the cross? He does. Rains does well there to defend that. But just plays it back to absolutely no one. And Dover now towards the last 5 minutes of the half starting to pin Bath back a bit. Having a bit of the ball. Danny wins that. But guess what he does? The exact same again. They hoof out of the pitch and lose possession, giving the ball back. Walker now evaluates his options. Plays that long. Bath will easily clear that up. Rains now back to Batten. Batten will pick out Rains again. And he tries over the top again, and it does fall to Ash. The defender almost caught out. And it's another save there by Walker. And it's a strong half from us again. But the opportunities aren't getting put away. And this time the Dover keeper has made a couple of important saves to keep them within the game. Rains now, he's going to drive forward. And he loses it again. It's normally a great display for our wing-backs, but it's been poor so far losing the ball. And Parcel gets a yellow card. A poor foul on the halfway line. And it looks like we may go into half-time here at 0-0 unless we can get something from this opportunity. But we just play it round and the clock ticks down into the half-time. Dominant display again. Possession's absolutely up there, but we're doing nothing with it. I'm proud of everyone's effort so far, but I would like to make some changes. We're looking at our team. A few players look like you could easily get tired late on, and Parcel, I really can't risk getting a second yellow. But I'm going to leave him on, and we're going to take Fish off for Keto. Keto getting another opportunity to see what he can do up top. Like I said, naturally a left-sided player, but in times of need, he's going up top for us. We trust him more than our youth player Matthews at the moment. But Dover start the second half on the attack. And it's Boswell now. Here drive to the byline, will he? He whips in a good ball to the back post. And it was never a threat to Wiles Richards' goal there. Wide now to Greenslade. He looks towards Keto straight away, but he's gave the ball away again. A common theme at the moment for Danny. He seems to just hoof that ball and lose it. Rains wins a bit, falls back. What will Boswell do now? That's a good ball, and that's a good save from Wiles Richards. I'm still struggling to decide who my number one keeper is out of the two. So if you guys do have any thoughts on who you feel deserves the number one spot, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm interested to see what you guys think after seeing the past few episodes and the displays that Binns has done in the net for us. Has he dethroned Wiles Richards? The way Wiles Richards played so far, I'm not sure he's been completely dethroned because he has made a couple of important saves. Will he need to make another one there? No, that is over the bar. I'm looking towards now the new season already, and I know that I need quite a lot of depth in my team. I'm hoping that depth will mainly come from the youth academy. As I showed you in the previous episode, it looks like our youth prospects coming through that we get towards the end of the year may actually be worth trying to develop. And I am a man who likes to develop his talent and not just sign it. As you can see with Sweeten, I really wanted to develop into something special. Keto takes a wild shot, a big deflection on that, and it's another corner to Bath. Rain's now on this corner. Can he beat the first man this time? No, it's a replica of the first corner he took. And that's back between Ash and Reigns to Danny to Reigns. He has a shot and that's off the post. And Keto cannot keep hold of that ball, but it does go out for a Bath throw. And that's one of our biggest opportunities so far of the game, off the post there. We're not playing too well, but we're not playing too bad either. It's a tight affair in this game. And we're waiting for one mistake, one slip up, one opportunity to be taken. Could really decide this game. And will it be now with the ball down to Keto? He plays it back to Danny Boy. Danny will play it into Sweeten. Sweeten looks wide to Reigns. Reigns has a shot now. Over the bar. We're going to have to look for some more subs here. But with thin people on the bench, I am going to replace Batten because he's looking tired. And I have to keep these players as fit as I can. Bauman's going to come on. Russ is going to drop in that DM spot. That's fine by me. Gibbons now for Reigns. Reigns is having a good game, but he's too important. And have I got a sub left or have I used them all? I will see. Mabika, the youth player, coming on. Over Alves. I'm pretty sure I renewed everyone's contracts in this squad, including Alves. But Alves looks like he's not going to be part of this team anytime soon. He doesn't fit any of the positions I play. He hasn't impressed me when he has got an opportunity. Keto on this corner now instead of Reigns. Can he produce something better? No, he hits the front man again. Keto gets the second opportunity to get the ball in, which he does. And Mabika with an opportunity, but that's a good save, was it? Or blocked by the defender. Bath now, we need to push on. We need a winning goal here. We're going attacking. And Dover have the ball towards our final third. And here we continue into the final 5 minutes. Dover over a free kick in their defensive half. McDowell stood over it. He steps up, plays that short to Hansen. Down to Ewans Finley. Charles Cook now. Playing it around the back. Will an opportunity come here? Coombs against Keto. Will Keto get back and defend this? No, they get the ball in. Boswell with a header. That's way over the bar. And we really could do with a goal here. The past few games we've had 70% plus possession and we've not won it. Another corner. Will Keto beat a man at the front post? I have asked them to go towards the front post, but I may change that soon because it doesn't seem to work. It falls to Mabika, another youth player, to Gibbons. He was offside, but I think he missed that, and that was absolutely dreadful. And it looks like this will be a draw, and it feels like 2 points dropped this game. And after just having a great run of form and making our way up to second, we could drop down another 2 points here, allowing teams behind us to catch us up. The clock ticks. We're past that minute extra time now, expecting a full-time whistle not long after this throw. A long ball towards Wiles Richards. Here you gather it. And that is a full-time whistle. And we'll have to see what's happened in the other games to see if we have lost some of our lead and people have started to continue to catch up with us. You'll see we dropped down to third there, which means Maidstone must have won their game. They did 2-1 against Torquay. That is a big game. And Maidstone come out on top. You'll see Dagenham and Redbridge still winning there. 2-0 against Salisbury as well. It looks like Wiles Richards had a good game in goal as well. So that conversation keeps going. But now what I am really begging for is players to come back from injury. A bit more squad depth. But I have to see where and how I can get that. And build from there. But you see us in the next game up against Worthing. Worthing in the league here down in 13th, so it's not going to be an easy game. But if you did enjoy, please do leave a like, please subscribe, and also check me out on Twitch. Link should be in the description. I will be live streaming every single Tuesday at around 4 PM. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you next time.